What's up, weirdos? What's going on, guys? So, another boring Saturday. Nothing really happening in the market. Um, it's a long weekend. It's 4th of July weekend. So, we're not really expecting a whole ton of volume throughout the space. So, it's not surprising at all, right? Um, so, it's a good time to DCA, guys. I did some buying today. I put my buy alerts over on the Patreon, bought some altcoins. Um, It's the best time to do it, guys. Best time to do it because I talked earlier on the live stream about how pretty soon, as early as potentially next week, we're going to see the next leg up. I think that we could see a short squeeze happen which is going to propel Bitcoin into new all-time highs. Um, and then altcoins are going to continue to melt their way upwards as well, right? So you're going to have altcoins work their way up and they're going to find new levels of consolidation. And then if you're not DCAing right now, you're going to have to start buying in at at higher prices in a couple of weeks, right? We're going to be taking off here. Like I said before, guys, you've got 5 months of discipline for life-changing wealth for the rest of your life, right? So you really have to take that into consideration. You got to put the emotions aside. I literally had someone ask me today if there was going to be an altcoin season and stuff. And these kinds of things show me that, the sentiment in the market means that we're probably pretty close to takeoff, right? And I know people are tired of hearing that. I know people are frustrated. But you know what? That's what this market is, guys, at the end of the day, okay? That's what this market is. It's 3.5 years of boring. When's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? When am I going to make money? It's 3.5 years of that, followed by 5 to 6 months of euphoria. That's it, right? It's quick as a hiccup, and then we go right back into the grind after this peak is over near the end of this year. I'm thinking, I was also asked when I think altcoin season will happen. Probably not until Q4, guys, right? The beginning of Q4, maybe the tail end of Q3. That's when things are really going to start. Now, that doesn't mean that altcoins are not going to melt their way upwards with Bitcoin before altcoin season starts, right? Altcoins will take off from higher levels when altcoin season comes around than they're at right now. But after this 5 months is over, like after the parabolic part of the bull run is over later this year, right? It's right back into the grind, right back into a 3.5 year grueling, boring kind of thing. And, I hope you guys are prepared for that. And don't get me wrong, the euphoria phase, the parabolic part, it's kind of refreshing and it kind of gives you rejuvenation to prepare for another 3.5 years of grinding. And if you're new to crypto, if this is your first cycle, guys, you just have to understand that this is what the market is, right? It's waiting, and then it looks like it's going to pop, and then it doesn't pop yet, and then it makes you wait longer, and then it looks like it's going to pop again, and then it doesn't pop, and and it just keeps doing that, right? And it does that to shake you out, right? And a lot of people will give up. You're going to get a lot of people that are going to see that's why people say, well, it sounds too good to be true to make life-changing wealth in this space like that, right? Like millions of dollars or whatever the case might be. And the bottom line is it's not easy, right? Because you got a lot of people in two different sectors or two different narratives that are going to lose money or they're going to miss it, right? Because it's hard. Now, the first group of people is going to give up. They're going to sell. They're going to say, screw this. It's everyone, Rob keeps saying, it's right around the corner. It's right around the corner. And you're going to give up, right? And then you got another class of people who are going to fall for the misinformation that so many fell for in the last cycle, that the bull run's going to continue into 2026 and even further, right? And those people are going to end up being bag holders, and they're going to ride everything back down to the bottom, and then they're going to be angry. They're going to call it a scam. They're not going to take accountability and blame themselves for deciding to not understand the cycle, not get educated and stuff like that, and believed people who told them that something that has never happened 100% of the time is suddenly going to happen, right? So you got those people, and then you've got the people in the middle, the people who listen, the people who want to learn from someone that has experience, the people who take their profits at the peak of the cycle or close to the peak of the cycle, and they get the hell out of Dodge before the markets crash, right? those are the winners. And that's sadly only like 5% of crypto investors, right? Everybody else loses because they don't listen. They get sucked into hype, and they get sucked into moon boy stories, and or fear and FUD. They get sucked into these little eddies, right? Think about it like we're on a river. We're flowing down a river, right? Like and these people get sucked into these eddies of fear and FUD, or FOMO and moon boyish stuff, and they lose. They get stuck there and then they lose, right? So make sure you're not one of those kind of people, guys. Bitcoin's hovering around $108,000 right now, which is a good spot to be hovering considering the weekend. No one's really buying anything right now. Things are kind of boring. Everyone's away from crypto, enjoying time with their families, which I hope that you guys are doing, right? But make sure you watch the content, right? So what I kind of really wanted to talk about today was we talked about it in the live stream earlier today a little bit, and the whole, speculation that retail investors are buying spot Bitcoin ETFs instead of self-custody, right? And if that's going to affect stuff like altcoin season or anything like that. And while there will be a percentage of people who decide to just buy their Bitcoin through spot ETFs instead, I might buy my Bitcoin next cycle in spot Bitcoin ETFs. I might. Right? I don't know. I got to see what the fees are at the banks and stuff like that, but we'll see. But that being said, most people, in my opinion, that are going to be buying Bitcoin through spot ETFs, the larger percentage, and I'm talking strictly about retail investors, are people that never held it before any cycle because they didn't want to learn stuff like self-custody. They didn't want to learn things like walking outside my backyard. They didn't want to learn things like self-custody or how to operate exchanges or how to create wallets and stuff. And because, like, let's be honest here, crypto is not user friendly right now at all. It's not, right? If you're not tech savvy, it can be a battle. Self-custody wallets, hot wallets, gas fees, understanding all this stuff. It's getting better, but I mean, it's not user friendly. A lot of these people who were never in crypto just find it easier to just, hey man, I'll just go to my bank and buy a spot Bitcoin ETF. It's easier. I don't have to make self-custody wallets. I don't have to, do anything. I don't have to learn anything. Just go in, buy, and that's going to be the key, guys, to mass adoption, true mass adoption, in not just Bitcoin but crypto in general. Right? Is being user friendly is so big. I cannot even overemphasize that. Before I continue on to it, guys, quick shout out to the channel sponsor, Decent Biometric Wallet. Use our link down below. Get a phenomenal deal, guys. Not your keys, not your coins. So yes, continuing on. That's what's going to bring in the masses, right? Is being user friendly. When someone, like, take for example the fact that the SEC just put new rules in place to streamline spot crypto ETFs, right? Now, that's going to make it a lot easier for altcoins to get approved for spot ETFs, right? So you're going to see probably your top 50 or so altcoins in the next 2 years will probably start getting, you'll start seeing spot ETFs for all of them, right? Which is huge for them, right? And it'll continue in that way, right? You'll see more and more altcoins, not just the top 50, but I would expect the top 50 at first anyways. And that, that's going to be big for them. But what's truly big is that people will be able to buy their spot ETFs for altcoins that way, but also stuff like, and I know most people don't like to hear this, but banks custodying crypto, for example, right? Listen, that's going to bring in mass adoption to altcoins as well, where people want to be able to just either go to their bank, right, or their brokerage firm and say, I want ZBEC, $10,000 in ZBEC or whatever, right? And somebody will make it happen for them. That's the path. It has to be that easy, okay? It has to be that easy. Or if they're going to do it themselves, it has to be just click and go, right? None of this like Swift Coin's all chain bridgers, right? Very easy. Just click and play. That's it. Click, swap, buy, whatever it is. It's just 2-3 clicks and you're done, right? That's what people want. That is how mass adoption is going to come into this space, right? It has to be easy. And it's just, we're still in a place now where it might be easy for you because you've been here for a little bit or something. You've kind of gone through the motions and you understand. But a lot of people, they don't even want to learn how to put in a buy order or a seller. They don't want to learn how to do that stuff. They just want to simply swap, go to a swap or a convert and swap Tether or Circle for whichever altcoin they want. Click, click, done, and they're happy. That's what is going to bring in true mass retail adoption, right? And the easiest way for that kind of stuff to happen is brokerage firms, banks, and spot ETFs at the end of the day. Do I think that these ETFs are going to affect the market in an adverse way or change them in a way that there's not going to be any kind of an altcoin season or anything of that nature? No, I don't think so, right? You still have probably 2 more cycles after this one, in my opinion, to truly be able to make life-changing wealth for yourself before it gets just too watered down, right? So, but we'll talk about that in another video. But let me know what you guys think. And guys, listen, if you want to learn how to make enough passive income in crypto to be able to quit your jobs, guys, many people over on the Patreon have now had the opportunity to make so much passive income on a monthly basis that they were able to leave their jobs and now they just do crypto full time, right? If this is something you're interested in, if you want to get on board with that, get over to the Patreon. We just started uploading our passive income opportunity videos. We uploaded the first one yesterday. It's going to be a never-ending stream of videos coming out on the Patreon to make passive income. So you're going to have many, many different avenues and options to do so. People use their profits to either use as dry powder to buy other cryptos. They use it to convert into fiat and just live off of that and pay their bills every month. A lot of people are doing these kinds of things over on the Patreon, guys. So jump aboard, check it out. Learn how to make passive income with the Patreon community, guys. We'd love to have you over there. We're also live over there every single day. We got open mic Fridays and Saturday nights where we turn the camera and the microphone over to you, and you are in charge. So check that out as well. We drop educational content and we teach you. We have mentorship coaching calls we do every day where we teach you everything you need to know to be successful. Whether it's how to structure your portfolio, how to know when you should be taking profits, how to know when you should not be taking profits, right? How to identify studs from duds, how to do research, how to vet teams, how to do technical analysis, how to read charts, tokenomics, and everything in between that you're going to need to know to be successful, guys. So check it out. The link is down below in the description. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Oh, also, I just dropped our daily altcoin picks today too. We do daily picks over there also. I just uploaded that video today, today's video anyways. So make sure you check that out as well, guys. You're going to love our picks today. Micro caps, absolutely phenomenal. And I will see you guys in the next one. God bless.